greetings, y'all. Peace, peace, and much love. I am here trying to fix this lighting for y'all. Today is the 20th of April. Okay, it's 2018. I know you know the year. God, give me a second. I don't know what this is gonna do. It's daytime as well, and my balcony is kind of dark. The sun's on the other side right now. So here I am, and here we go. 20th is a 2 and the 0. It's all about that relationships, the unions, the partnerships, the balancing of the emotions, the taking care of the waters within. And Mama said I need quiet. And with alongside the 0 signifying the abyss, the universe, the yin realm, the feminine principle, the intuitiveness, the inner guidance, the energy first and matter after embodiment, you know. And putting the 2 and the 0 together is all about reaching for your highest relationships, unions, partnerships in a balanced way, and taking it out from the ethers into the concrete, into the grounded, into the foundation, right? Today also we're in the 4th month, and you know, it's all about the structures, the building, the foundation, the grounding. And the 11 years all about unions and partnerships, and in using your intuitive guidance, understanding your intuitive guidance, and moving with that more than anything. Also, today is Venus Day. Friday is the archetype of Friday is Venus Day, and the resonating colors is green and magenta, and the aromatherapy is rose, so the floral rose scent, and the mineral therapy is copper. Okay, what else? The day resonance in its totality is the energy of 8, and 8, as we spoke yesterday, is all about power, you know, power acquisition, acquiring material wealth, acquiring monetary wealth in all material in all the senses, whether it's abundance in family, abundance in love, abundance in money, monetary wealth, and all these things. So when I think about it, I always feel the need to reiterate that there's power within us all. We have our own unique special source, right? And we all have our own unique power, strengths, and weaknesses. And the best way to move in life is to understand your strengths and work on your weaknesses. Not just leave your weaknesses to be like, oh, that's just how I came, so that's how I'm just gonna be. No, it's not about that. For you to thrive and not just survive, you have to work on the things that you know is not the best of you. You know that it's not yielding the best of you. You know? Okay. So yes, and that 8 energy also is very closely linked to our ancestry, our past, because it's that infinity. So it's not just about right now, it's what was and what is, you know. It's that continuum, you know. Shit, I got a call coming through. Excuse me, who's calling me on WhatsApp like this? I'll go call. All right, excuse me. So what else? Okay, let's get the angel message for today. We have gratitude, and I can see synchronicities, beginnings, Archangel Shamuel and Archangel Jophiel. And these two came out together, and I usually mix these two archangels with their message at times. I don't know how that happens, but it does. So we have beginning, synchronicity, and gratitude. Gratitude is the best and optimum attitude. You know, this is what we say in this channel here. You have to be thankful for everything, the good, the bad, and indifferent. Because in that there's lessons, in that there's blessings, and in that there's growth. Okay, so be thankful for all that you are, all that is, all that you come onto, all that you release, all that you've become, all that you will become. Okay, be ready for the new beginnings. You know, give thanks for the beginnings, and for beginnings you have to be able to release and relinquish and let go of the old. Okay, because otherwise beginnings can come and they'll fly by and you won't even notice it was something new for you to go, and that would have been good for you because you're so bogged down by all the past isms and schisms. So it's important to clear yourself for the past, understand what the lessons were in it, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, because even things that feel good has to come to an end sometimes, you know? So be ready for the beginnings, welcome the beginnings. Know that change is the only thing that's constant in life, okay? Change is imminent, change is, there's a word I like to use with this word change, but I can't get it, and I didn't get it last time either. I think it is imminent, but that's not the word I was thinking about. Something along them lines. Change is there's no stopping change. Okay, change is continuum. Change is that 8 vibration. Even though that 8 vibration is one of like past stuff, things that's coming back around. But it's, anytime anything comes back around, it's coming back around and new, fresh, different. Okay. So be open to the new beginnings in life. Give thanks for them, work with them, and be the change that you want to see. Be the change that you seek. Okay? And we have synchronicity. Oh, you know what? I didn't give you the affirmation, but I'll get back to you in a minute. The affirmation for synchronicity is all things happen in perfect timing. There's nothing that is not supposed to be. There's no such thing as coincidences. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. And it all comes in divine timing. Okay, so believe in, when you see something recurring, when you feel a certain energy of familiarity, like however, whatever it goes, like know that it's divinely guided. It is divine. It is what is meant to be. So don't illude yourself thinking, it's just a fluke, or I don't know, or no, it is what it's supposed to be. Okay, so whatever the message before and after that thing, believe it, know it, trust it. Okay, and the affirmation for gratitude is I am grateful for everything in my life. All right, sing it. And the affirmation for beginnings is I welcome and nurture the new in my life. Okay, and then we have the 2 archangel cards, and you have Archangel Samuel, and the affirmation is my heart is filled with the flame of love. It's all about unconditional love. You know, filling yourself with unconditional love, filling yourself up with it, and embodying it and being it, and truly deeply know it. You know what it means to be unconditionally loved by, first and foremost, always loving thyself wholeheartedly. Yesterday I went out to I haven't been out in yonks, so I'm not afraid to say, but when I look back I couldn't even remember when the last time was. But I just don't go out much, not nowadays, and like I felt like I was back at uni when I was out there, especially after the 3rd wine glass, and I was already partying in the park earlier. You know, I said I was gonna drink my tequila, which I do, and yeah, I had a lot of fun. I was going back to them old school jams. It was at Absurd Thursdays, and I was a bit flirty. With Mr. Sir, I apologize if I stepped on your toes or anybody else is around. Yeah, it was a good night. It was nice to just be out and jamming. And where did this come from? I was feeling myself, because you know what? I think the most out of it was I went by myself, and I do things by myself all the time, naturally. Like I don't like that term lone wolf, but I'm strong within myself. I can go about anywhere. I like to travel by myself, and it's about loving myself, knowing yourself, being comfortable in your skin. I saw some looks, I felt some energies like, what? She came by herself? Like, most people do come out, and even if they go by themselves, they'll meet someone there. I didn't know anybody, but I do know of Taser Black, you know, Mr. Black. Listen to their podcast, and I feel an affinity with him, and I feel an affinity with a lot of people anyways, because I embody a lot of energies. So yes, but still, and I met some people. Shout out to the king and queen of blackjack. They said I didn't know how to play blackjack, but you guys were good. And the two sisters, okay, they were pros anyways. Yeah, thank you for your, presence and your energies. It was lovely. And then with everybody else, actually, at the end of the night, it was a party, and Candy came on, of course, by my request, because if I go somewhere and the music ain't up to my feet, and I'm always like, DJ, can we have, yeah, because it was nice just being about, it's about loving yourself enough to just be without thinking and feeling that you have to be loved by somebody else, or you have to be tagged with anybody else. It was nice, and I even spoke about loving myself, and I was still doing that my statement. Which one? This one. It's fine. That's fine with me. It's about just being comfortable in your own skin, understanding your own skin, and being cool with that. It's all good. It's all good. Like, we didn't come into this world, give thanks, 11:11. Yes, we didn't come into this world attached to anybody, their thoughts, feelings, and beings or actions. So understand your own, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all for thinking and feeling these ways, because we have been governed socially, constructively, destructively, purposefully, to completely disown our innate selves, our beauty within, our uniqueness, our spirit first and matter after, understanding, knowing. It's all about not being ignorant to the truth, to the facts when they did come at you, because in any spells that we have, there's always going to be an angelic force that's going to come and try and break that bond for you, with you. But it's up to you if you allow that shackle to be released, because in the end it's all within you. It's free will. Okay, and that's Archangel Shamiel, about unconditional love. Unconditionally loving thyself first, and then you can unconditionally be loved by somebody else, truly, wholeheartedly, because otherwise it's a fluke. It's not real love. It's temporary. It's conditioned, And then we have Archangel Jophiel. Brilliant. And the affirmation is, I connect with my inner wisdom. And Archangel Jophiel helps you to draw in wisdom from source. Okay, helps you to eliminate yourself and get your crown chakra popping. That's why we need all the sun ray that we can get, because it aids in that. And actually, Archangel Jophiel does work on the golden ray. Gold is what the sun represents, is the mineral for the sun. Okay. Archangel Jophiel helps you get those download codes, helps you understand the wisdom of source, not just go by society's way of doing things. We have underneath the deck creativity, cooperation, and flexibility. Cooperate with yourself, be your creative energy, be flexible with the truth that you think you already know. Okay, and for the vortex messages, we have 52, 7, and feeling negative emotion means I'm launching requests. Remember that all our thoughts and feelings are being recorded. They're being responded to. Whether it's going to take a year, 2 years, a lifetime, they're going to come back around. The thing is, you have to remember that whatever you think and feel, it's going to come back around. And what happens in this world of duality is that on the micro level it affects you, and it affects the macro as well. Okay, so if you're thinking, oh, why me, because of this, or you're thinking something negative, it's going to come towards you. But then the flip side is that the collective is going to be shone light up with that flip side. Do you understand? Thinking woe is me in the micro level, which is your own reality, it will be woe is you. But then in the macro level, which would be the collective reality, it will be like hooray for we. Understand? Okay. And number 7 is all about spirituality, reflection, getting inner wisdom, inner guidance, and following your own intuitive guidance. As long as you are balanced and you are, fluid, and you are in a good state, because sometimes our intuitive guide, what maybe perceived as intuitive guidance, is actually a negative attachment or a low vibration that's influencing your ways, that's not really good for you, and that can come in many shapes and forms, including people. Okay, and the energy they carry at all, because usually the vessel isn't bad. Okay, the vessel. Yeah, usually the vessel may even be a friend, maybe a mother, maybe anybody, but usually they come in to go in to act a certain way for you to realize your own power. Again, back to today's numerological influence, is that number 8, owning your power, no matter what the person looks like, no matter what affiliation you have with that person. If you, in your heart of hearts, don't feel that it's best advice, or it's not really for you, or it's just a fluke, or it doesn't resonate with you some way, somehow, deep down, usually, because we can be so blocked up that we don't realize right from wrong, so we say. But if you take enough time to be introspective, you know what's what. Okay, and if it's not true to you, don't follow it, don't do it. Okay, then you have number 6. It's all about, material, again, being on this earth realm, and Venus number 2. So it's about indulging and alluring, love, values, self-worth. Okay, and it reads, my most important relationship is with my source. 110%. This is the most important relationship that you will ever have. The one within you, because it's only you that can move you. You have to sit with you. You have to understand your thoughts and deal with your thoughts. So work on the relationship you have with yourself, is working on the relationship you have with your intuitive guidance, with your archangels, your guiding angels, because everybody is born with a guardian angel. Okay, and instead of focusing on love relationships, family dynamics, like, take time away from all the noise and go within. Go within and say, I love you to yourself. Say, I care for you to yourself. I want to be there for you to yourself. All the things that you hear outside of you, all the things that you want to hear outside of you, tell it to you first. Okay? And underneath the deck, we have my thoughts join a powerful swirling vortex of attraction. Again, everything and anything we think is in the universe, spiraling round. So it might take a minute to come round, just like the planet transits. We have like Mercury that comes around very quickly, and then we have something like Pluto, which is going retrograde on Sunday. Goes very slowly, but it's still effective, and it actually affects more the collective, but it still works on your inner side, inner self too. Okay, so the what is that smell? Oh shit! I got something on our cooker. Oh my god, give me a second. There we go.
What did the fish burn?
Okay, you stay there.
What bird?
Yes.
Fire.
My life, or
sorry, but you will cook her off.
yeah, no worries, baby.
Maybe I should be back for be careful with that bird.
Okay, right, give me a second. Call some person over there.
Well, I hope you put your cards together.
Yes, I've been wearing my bindi so much, it's giving me a little light skin patch. But no worries, let's go. Oh look, lighting does it now. Okay, so where were we?
That's the card. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh Lord, the other one's up. Hi! Hi darling. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a second. This is my view.
Hi, Clay.
Hey y'all, I appreciate your patience. I have a quick snack. I'm hungry actually. Excuse me. Alright, so for the tarot message, we have the Star and the Hanged Man. Okay, so boom, this is nice. The Star is about divine guidance, knowing that you are a star. Okay, that you are governed by celestial bodies. We all are. And that you are balanced. You are understanding the difference between spirit and matter. You understand that spirit comes first and matter is after. Okay? You're also healing the past with the 8 energy as well. About healing the lineage, healing the how do you say? It's healing the lineage of the thoughts, feelings, and deeds or actions that has put you here. You, in fact, are the one to heal your lineage. Excuse me. Okay, and you're having to go through this hangman phase, and these are 2 major arcanas, which is a two major life events, which is one of those things that can't be governed by you. You see, this is divine guidance. It's helping you realize this and go through this. Okay, and going through this means you're being more introspective. You're going within to get to guidance. Okay, and you know that there is a higher guidance that is helping you to get to all the spaces you need to get to, and you want to get to, and you should get to, and you deserve to get to. Okay, the Hanged Man is giving you time just to being a little bit in limbo, not making too many moves right now, going within to get that enlightenment, because that's what you needed, that's what you're guided, that's what you're wanting even. Because you feel like you're in limbo, you felt like you don't know where to next move to. You have options, but you're not too sure where, because underneath the deck right here, you were indecisive about situations. Okay? And you are being asked to take time to reflect. Okay, really and truly reflect on the foundation, what you've already built, how you want to move forward, what is most conducive for you, what will be best for you. Okay, and again, I saw the towel just there, and then because it's about you wanting that best, that complementary, that divine union, that sacred union, that twin flame, divine partnership. The partnership that you know is complementing of you. It's got what you don't have, they have. What they don't have, you have. Okay, and both of you coming together makes that trinity, that third synergy, all of that. Because it's divinely guided. That's why you have the star to begin with, because you are being divinely guided. Let's see. Where is he? There we go. There's the star. You are being divinely guided. Okay? This is almost signifying to me like a heavenly body, which they are, all of these, poured into the pool of water, which is the earth from the universe. You know? Keeping that balance, being strong, being firm, and knowing exactly precisely what needs to happen, when it needs to happen, with divine time. And this is a slow pour, and that slow pouring right down here through through you, right down to you. Okay. You're getting all the divine guidance that you need. So do take time, continue to be introspective. Check your synchronicities. Be creative in life. You know, be flexible. Show love to thyself first. Be open and ready for the new beginnings, and give thanks for all that has passed. You know, you have to come away from some foundation that you've built that you thought was like, boom, that you thought it was all that ever was needed. But now you realize that, nah, that ain't all. It's so much more. And you're right. There is so much more. Your spirit is growing. Okay, it's like this is a young, jovial energy. You may see it as immature, but it's not about you being immature. It's about you. It's just growing. It's a new beginning in your in passion, in spirituality, spiritual inner standing. Okay, and it's a beautiful thing. And yeah, you might have to fight off some things and peoples and behaviors and thoughts and feelings and situations, but it's going to be well worth it. Okay, it's going to be well worth it after you go through the somewhat dark night of the soul, where you're going to go through some hardship. You're going to feel all alone, but remember this: you may feel alone, but you are never lonely, because you are always divinely guided. There's always someone out there physically that you can reach, and first and foremost and lastly, you must know that you have guidance within you. Okay, you have your divine guidance within you. Okay, someone needs to take out their weave. I just got that message there. They want to do the natural look. Someone that I met out there, they want to do the natural look. Go for it, sister. Go for it, brethren. Like, don't worry about society's norms. You are beautiful without your hair. Okay, your hair doesn't make you beautiful. Okay, and after that dark night of the soul that you're going to be going through, there's going to be balance, and again, more divine guidance. All right, so for the romance, we have playfulness, children, religious factors, and pay attention to the red flags. Okay, this is saying to me that, yeah, you have to be playful, just like how you play with the children, how you see the children play. Embody that, and bring out, that helps you bring out your inner child. That's why children are usually used in even stuff like football games. You know that they're always holding the children. The children's energy are the best energy. They're pure, they are divine. They can teach us about what it is to be love, to be divine, to be childlike. Help us remember what it was, how we were when we were children. You know, that carefree, that forgiving, that everything, curiosity, creative, flexible, all of that. Okay, and there's religious factors. Someone's a bit like funny about this whole spiritual path, because they've come from such a religious background, and you know, well, no, Shperai, the thing's gonna drop. You have to wait. Please, give me mama 5 minutes. Religious factors, and you have to pay attention to the red flags. You have to pay attention to the red flags, because you already know. Okay, don't let your ego, misaligned ego, derail you, because you know spirit is first, matters after. Religion is organized isms and schisms, rule books and playbooks. Okay, you are the Holy Bible, you are the Holy Quran, you are the Torah. Everything is within your higher self. Okay, and underneath there we have love yourself first, very soon, and soulmates. Yes, decide what you want, decide what's really good for you. Know that whatever you've already passed is the past. You will always have a connection. We are all connected, but remember, you have to love thyself first, wholeheartedly, knowingly, like with passion, so you can get that true love, which is that soulmate, twin flame. You know, and remember, any relationship that you have, isn't it, they're not all going to be twin flames, because not many people are twin flames. It's a handful. Okay, and then not all soulmates are to stay forever as well. You have life partners for that. But we all have to go through different phases and stages in life to get to that twin flame dynamic, to that life partner dynamic. And it takes you sometimes having to break away from an established situation that you thought was concrete, where you thought that was already it. But when you get shone the light, don't ignore it. Don't blind yourself. All right? I got to go clean out the pot. Fucking hell, man. Shit happens to me too often. I'm not impressed. Anyways, I'm a good cook. I was gonna say something. Badass cook. Yes, I'm a good cook. Okay, and now that I'm not vegan anymore, like I was gonna say, because I lost some friends when I went vegan, because they're like, oh, we're not gonna be able to enjoy no meals together. And I'm like, come on now, girl. Come on now, start. Like, give me a break with that. It's all in the taste, anyways. You know, I don't like, if the food wasn't seasoned the way it was supposed to be seasoned, then you won't be eating it as well as you eat it. But maybe not. It depends. Because I just recently saw some things on how people used to eat back in the day. They'll just pick up a carcass and rack. I don't know, that's my ancestry though. Nah. So that's like caveman stuff, but it's no biggie, it's no diggity. I mean, how do I say? It's not a pull down, it's just understanding facts, history, understanding, you know? And yeah, like we all have to understand where our roots are. Knowing ourselves is important. After loving thyself is getting to know ourselves. And then after you know who you are, or understanding as you grow, you have to always strive to be the highest you, meaning working on your weaknesses. Okay? Love you much. Have a bliss-filled rest of the day. And yes, keep enjoying that sun. Get them sun loads, I was gonna say. What is that? You know, them downloads. Mama's not finished. I don't need that. You don't. I'm coming there now. Yes, get them sun codes. Excuse me. Get those soul ray, you know, let it shine on you, glisten you. And you know what? Okay, I'm gonna make a segment on that. Have a bliss one. Peace.